Guys, check it out. Today is Saturday, right? So I figured, hey, why not go to the gym? Well, actually, before I went to the gym, I went to the library. I was doing more research into this whole streaming thing, reading books, getting myself familiar with OBS. OBS. Oh, behave. Oh, that's BS. OBS is PS. No, wait. OBS? Oh, that's BS. I don't know. And there was this little cutie patootie. That sounded like I'm referring to like a little child. Little cutie patootie. There was this young lady, and she was cute. And so I made small talk with her, and then asked if she wanted to continue the conversation at a park. And she politely said that she had a boyfriend, and I was like, okay. And then I walked away because I was leaving anyways. Time had passed. We had made small talk. I had inquired about her, and we asked each other to. Well, she first asked me to look after her stuff, and then I asked her to look after my stuff. So, um, yeah. Uh, so then I went to the gym after that. Um, and then after I had a good workout, took a shower, and then I went. I was feeling good. I was I was liking the way I was dressed. I felt like a catch. I had texted my therapist, and she helped me kind of understand how I was feeling at the time, in the moment, which is earlier today. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to. It was like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Sun was going down, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the local game store. I'm just gonna pick myself up a couple of card packs. These are my little delights. Um, uh, Especially because I'm not spending as much money on food, so I'm able to afford this, which is a neat little thing. And then I also, and I'm gonna show you again. And then I also decided that it was time to pick up myself a game mat. So now I feel like a real Yu-Gi-Oh duelist. I was starting, you boys starting to feel real part of the culture is what it is. And this other one is not a Yu-Gi-Oh pack. This one was more of a whimsical choice. I decided to pick up the One Piece cards. So that was my first time ever picking up a One Piece. So shout outs to having new experiences and new interests and things. We doing it big out here. How many cards are in here? Um, it's a lot of Japanese writing. I'll tell you what, boy. I'll tell you what. Doesn't say how many cards. It is all in Japanese. Which is fine. I just kind of wish I saw where cards were. Cardas Bandai. Well, these are going to be American. I also wanted to pick up some Pokemon cards too. I didn't though. I was going to keep it low. The whole thing cost me $30, so it is what it is. I picked up the game mat. I made small talk with the store owner, whose name is also Ismael. And here we go. I came back home. I had leftover clam chowder that my father didn't eat. So I was like, all right, well, he doesn't want to eat it. And so I read a little bit more after that. And now I'm here, baby. Ooh. You can just tell what cards are nice and what aren't. So these are all Japanese cards. Interesting. very cool, my mings. Very cool. Cardboard. I love these pieces of cardboard. Oh, yay. At last, my love has come around. My lonely days are over. Oh, by the way, the playmat is Ancient Gear Golem. And I told my mans at the shopkeep, I was like, hey, let me get that one. Well, at first, okay, so he showed me his entire selection, which is awesome. Great. I appreciate that very much. The majority of what he was showing me was out of my price range. So I was like, hey, what can you do to hook me up with something more affordable? And he hooked me up with this. So it was 20 and then 5 per pack. So it's 30. Got me some One Piece cards. Boom. And these are in Japanese, so good luck. Good luck, man. Good luck. Ooh, shiny. And then the back of the One Piece, it's a compass. It's very themed. I like it. I like it. It fits with my vibes as of late. I am all about that sense because One Piece is a show about pirates, and what do pirates do? Pirates, well, they sail the seas, right? And when you're like, the seas invoke exploration, right? They invoke risk taking. And exploring and taking risks are great ways to grow as an individual, as a person. Experiences, they shape us. So that's kind of what I'm all about right now. So it's definitely a vibe. It's a vibe for me, man. It's a vibe for me. Yeah, baby. We here. Oh. Arigatou gozaimasu. I don't know if that's the right. I might have overstepped my boundaries there for a second. Next up, another pack from Alliance Insight. Because you know how we roll. We row the boat gently down the stream. Oh, merrily, life is but a dream. Life is indeed but a dream. But a dream it is to live life. Life is but a dream. Ah, my goodness. Okay. Let's open this up, shall we? Shall we? Yesterday, I had extended conversation with a beautiful lady who owns and operates a restaurant that I pick up from, and that gets a lot of traffic. And just being my normal sociable self, I found out that she owns the place, and that she works alongside her brother. And so I'm kind of vibing off that still, because for at least a moment, we'll see what happens in the foreseeable future. I kind of got a glimpse into their lives. And I don't know about y'all, but I kind of feel like that's kind of a beautiful thing, you know, to be like, oh, I'm gonna be a part of your life at least for a moment, you know. Maybe more than a moment. is what I'm holding onto. Hope, feeling it, dealing in these feelings like I'm killing it, like I'm killing it. Oh, shout outs to grabbing 2 cards at the same time. Here there be dragons. I've heard of this card, and so because I've heard of this card, I am wondering if I've got myself a expensive card or a competitive card, because those two are not often the same thing. Especially some one dragon ruler monster from your hand, graveyard, or it's a quick spell. I have no opinion on these cards, because let me tell you the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that individual cards themselves are powerful. Their full potential isn't unlocked until they're put in the right decks and in the hands of someone who knows how to play them. Curse of Diabel. Row, row, row your boat. One other thing that happened is that this chair broke. So this white chair that was free, I get why it's free. I get why it's free. Maybe it would have done me to ask a question or two. Row, row, row your boat. Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Reminder to self, keep a lookout, keep an eye out for large dumpsters where you could throw this chair in. Because I'm still rocking this chair. It's a piece of shit, and I'm still rocking it. I'm going to be rocking it until the wheels fall off. Quite literally. I've got myself a cold igniter. Yeah, so I was looking at OBS too, and man, it was, it was a little... Well, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say it was a little hard to focus and concentrate, and that's not true. I'll just say that because I have a tendency to, like, I can focus on multiple things at once. And I know that's... People confuse that with, like, multitasking. It's not the same thing. Multitasking actually isn't real. Um, I know people like to think it is, and people will disagree with me. Yeah, people are like, "Oh, multitasking is totally real." What if you're like carrying your baby, breastfeeding your baby, and at the same time you're like trying to vacuum clean, and it's like, yeah, you can have two things on your mind. You can't be doing two things at the same time because your focus is always going to be on one. So you can have your baby in your hand and you can be breastfeeding, and then you can have one hand on the vacuum cleaner. You're always going to focus on one more than the other. True multitasking is like, well, I mean, it doesn't exist because to multitask truly, you would need to be diverting your attention 100% both ways, and then 3 ways, and then 4 ways, and then 5 ways. I get it. People say they multitask. People like to think that multitasking is a thing because it makes them feel productive. What I'm talking about when it pertains to me is I was at the library. I had OBS opened up, and then I had this cutie patootie, this little young lady who was a fine baddie, behind me, and she was typing away, and obviously these young girls got perfumes and smells and stuff. And my mind is I'm looking at OBS, and then my mind is like, oh, I'm trying to think of ways where I can talk to her in a genuine way. And then I'm going through that pattern where it's like, oh, don't be a weirdo, don't be a creep, oh, you can't do this. I'll give up anyways, it's all worthless. And then at the same time there's books, and I'm just kind of like, oh, what is this book over here? And then like I'm like talking to myself, hoping that she can hear me and doesn't think I'm a weirdo. And at the same time, I'm totally aware of everything that's going on in the library. Like, awareness and multitasking are two different things, I think. All right, bum ba da dum. It is time to showcase what we got. And what do we got for you today, my friend? Oh, my friend, let me tell you, my friend. Let me tell you. Oh, let me tell you, my friend, my friend. My friend, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something, my friend. Let me tell you something, okay? We're about to showcase these cards right here, my friend. My friend, my friend, pay attention. Hey, listen. We're about to showcase these cards right here. Let me tell you what, it's going to be amazing, okay? So, I know it's blurry. I was looking at OBS. I know I'm like I periodically I'm coming back to that. You know, my mind goes off into tangents. Um, yeah, OBS. I was looking at OBS and I was experimenting and trying to get familiar with it. Um, I upload. I mean, I didn't even upload. I can't even say that. Like, I selected from the browser a a photo, and I'm not even sure if it got through. Like, I'm still completely clueless when it comes to OBS. He's clueless. He's completely clueless. Here, I'll give a little tip to any duelists out there who are looking to get better. Do your research. Because Charlie, whose last name starts with an F, um, he won. He was a dragon duelist, which I guess is a program of sorts. I'll be honest, I haven't done my research into what dragon duelist is. I should probably get on that. Um, Actually, I will get on that. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, so I've put oh fucking shit. I've put I put I put I put I put stupid fucking chair. Okay, I put the game mat away. Shout outs to now I gotta build a what's call it a it's blanking, one of the decks, ancient gear going, because now that I have a playmat that's ancient gear, I think it's only right that I build a a deck that is ancient gear. It will be via Master Duel, of course, but of course is a horse, a horse. But of course, a horse is a horse. But of course, a horse is a horse. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Ba-da-da-da-da. You like me just painting, you just brushing my hair real quick? Ba-da-da. I have a full head of hair. It is glorious. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba. Ladies, I'm single and looking to mingle, so holla at your boy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You know what? Let's open up the what? Don't play with me. Oh, I was gonna say, okay, Dragon Duelist. Dragon Duelist. Best Dragon Age. Duelist build. No, Yu-Gi-Oh. 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 Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy. Dragon Duel. The Dragon Duel League is a competitive organization for players. There it is. Okay. So I would recommend going to uh, yu-gi-oh.fandom.com, their wiki, because from what it says here, it says the Dragon Duel League is a competitive competition organized by Konami for players 12 or younger. It premiered at regional tournaments and formally shown in Jump Championships in November 2008. Dragon Duel tournaments are held in Tier 2 events, generally. Um, Dragon Duel tournaments award invites the top 4 duelists to 2 events, um, and has a different prize structure for the Dragon Duel champion. God damn it, hold up. What the hell? Uh-huh. Okay. So there it is, for the most part. I'm going to see if I can't find anything more about it. What is... Dragon Duel is a competition. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Organized by Konami, huh? So what if I typed in Konami Dragon Duel League? I can't spell league. How the hell do you spell league? Okay. I still spelled it wrong. Okay, so there's no official website for it. Hmm. So that just means that there's more to learn about this. Anyway, shout outs to Charlie F, who was a dragon duelist and went to Worlds. It's wild. I feel a little bit of regret because I kind of wish I'm at that age, right? Where everyone who's 30 years old ever, I don't care what generation, millennial, Gen Z, boomer, every 30-year-old is at that age where they have gone down enough years. They know that they've gone down a path, and now they're just like looking back, thinking like, what other paths can there be, or where would I be if I had lived a different path? You know. Of course, this could just be specific to millennials. Uh, I was painting with a really broad brush there. All that to say that it feels pretty impossible to to achieve one's dreams, um, because life it is a competition, and I'm not very competitive. I'm opening up OBS again. OBS, behave. The cool thing about playing Yu-Gi-Oh like with your hands as opposed to Master Duel digital is that you can like strategize. You can have cards that you have trouble with, set them up. God damn it! Set them up on the board. Set them up on the board, and figure out what cards you go against those cards. You own them, you put them on the board, and then you think, okay, how can I do it? How can I do that? Like it takes planning, which I guess not everyone is able to do. All right, so the session that I had previously is back up and running, yo. Well, not back up and running. It never turned off. See? Wait, I don't know if you can see like that better. So that's just like a simple picture of me that was taken. I mean, about maybe 2 years ago. There was this little booth, and this lady was taking pictures, and she was hot, and I decided, you know what, F it, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna do that. And then someone else took a picture of me without my consent, and didn't even offer me the picture. So yeah, fuck that guy. Man. So yeah, so I have this, and I don't know what I'm doing. I tried clicking studio mode. Oh, okay. Preview scene, program scene. Okay. Transition. Duplicate scene, duplicate sources, swap, preview programs, scenes after transitioning. Okay, so I'm like proud of myself, okay? Because first of all, it takes guts and it takes balls to even attempt to learn something brand new, okay? And then another layer on top of that, it's an added struggle to hate yourself while you're doing it. Because you know you could have started on this path a long time ago. It's self-defeating thoughts. And and not even that. They're not even self-defeating thoughts. I'm failing at being my own therapist here. I really need to talk to my therapist, and I will. Couple days, just a couple days more. So there we go. I, I'm documenting the journey, right? So this is where I'm at with OBS. That's about all I got right now. I guess a bright side of this could be that I'm learning a new skill and that's worth something. So baby steps. I'll take it. I'll take that for today. I'm just so nervous about keeping it. Not that I will lose anything because it's just a simple picture. All I did was add something. Test image 0. Lock, no lock, lock, no lock. So I don't even know how to save. I don't even know if there's saving in this thing. Desktop audio active, mic active, volume 0, audio monitoring, advanced audio properties. This is fun in its work. And I only want it to be fun. I'm teaching myself this because I do think it's a valuable thing to know and to learn. And I'm not going to get it all in one day. The cool thing is, once I do finally get this thing figured out, I'm not sure if I'll be able to uh, get it up and running. Like, uh, let me pull out the old trusty. We're at 28 minutes. All right, I'm give me 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna end it. Give me 5 more minutes of your time, and I'll end today's video. All right. So I've posted this on the community tab, so check that out if you haven't yet. This is called "What It Takes to Be a Streamer," and research says that's what I wrote. I'm gonna go ahead and darken it up just a bit because it is important to do some research, especially in this day and age we're living in. College is becoming less and less necessary. That is to say, more and more obsolete, especially for someone like me who's already been to college and gotten his associate's degree. 2 of them. It's easy. That's the first thing. Gotta have that right mentality. Gotta have that mentality of it's easy because it's gonna help me push past the frustration and the difficulties. Participate in, and this is what I read off of a website. Participate in collabs with other streamers, right? Simple enough, pretty generic information, and true. Generic and true. uh, I put my own notes because I was thinking about it. I'm like, all right, let me think about what that would be like, blah blah blah, and then I put this requires streamers to want to collab with you. My advice is to be chill, calm, and cool about it. Successful streamers know the deal. Find the one who's looking to give back. Um, and then I'm gonna write another one. Uh, think about meaning. Add your. I'm running out of room here, so I'm just gonna put you. Add you. Ultimately, gotta be yourself. Second, under this, create an engaging and entertaining chat room. Okay, so let's think about that for a second. Create an entertaining chat room. Actually, I'm going to write. Think about it. Then do. Um, so the first thing that I wrote was, I want a chat room. Fun is important. Moderators are important for a chat room. They keep it clean for children to participate in. Also, people could type hurtful words. People in chat are looking for me to be authentic. They love to cheer. Think about it and then do. So these are all little sub notes that I personally wrote under create an engaging and entertaining chat room. And so so I was thinking about it, and I started to think about the chat rooms that I get involved in. Um, and so there are some chat rooms where the viewer count is in the 40s, and the chat is specific. Occasionally, the streamer will mention something like, "What's the most quintessential '90s movie?" Right, which appeals to the audience members, and so in those moments, the audience will engage, and they'll be like, "Blah blah 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 blah." That's a type of chat room, right? If you were to visit that chat room, you would look at it and probably think it's a little boring because it's like, who cares about the most quintessential whatever, right? And then you go to a different chat room, maybe one where the streamer isn't really engaging with his audience, and then you'll see that this streamer probably has 1,000 viewers, right? And let's say they're playing a competitive game, and so they're kind of focused on the game, they're not paying attention to the chat, and then the chat is just blowing up. No one's really saying anything thought-provoking. It's more so just like, hey, that was dope, hey, what's up, hey, suck my D. I might have exaggerated that last part, which is why I mentioned it's important to have moderators, because they can take care of that shit. So it would vary. I don't know what a fun chat room would be like, and it's something that like, okay, let's put myself in the headspace, right? Because one of my notes under that is think about it, then do. So once I, God damn this chair, man. Once I finally get familiar enough with OBS and buy a game capturing software, and then get this ball rolling, I'm gonna have a chat room, and so I don't know what it's gonna be like. I imagine maybe there'll be people commenting on what I'm wearing, probably, just because I think I'm gonna have the most success, and I wonder if I could fit this in under my notes somewhere. A streamer research says, okay, yeah, I definitely can. And then I'm gonna put underneath, let me see, continued. So research says one thing, right? What's gonna make me personally What's my secret sauce? That's that's what we put. And since I bold in the other one, I'm gonna make this one bold as well. Oh, the neighbors are yelling. The neighbors be a yelling, gritando. Secrets. Secret sauce. Okay. And then underneath it, I'm going to put what has been your most viewed video so far. Okay. We're gonna put 1,000 views for a video. For a what the fuck? OBS, why did you open up? Desktop audio. You're recording me, OBS. Don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me, boy. Quick transition. Fade to black. I'm okay. OBS opened up because I don't know, by accident. I guess I touched something that opened it up, and then I experimented with it a little bit more, and it's just, it is what it is. I'm not unfamiliar with these type of programs. It's just been a while since I did it. I haven't messed around with a program like this since college. Okay. What has been your most viewed video? 1,000 views for a video where I exposed my body, I guess. Maybe no. 1,000 views for a video where I, let me see, wore only a jacket. That was my most viewed video. My most commented video. I'm gonna blow my nose for a second. Where's the thing at? Oh god, I can't even move in this thing. Where is my napkins at? So, my most viewed video was one where I was attractive. Like, I'm an attractive person. I'm gonna get views by playing off of my attractiveness. So, this is going to involve diet. It's going to involve exercise. It's going to involve style, I guess. So maybe I'm not going to be able to be a streamer for video games. Maybe just not at first, because I need to build. So, however I need to build, I'm gonna build. There's gonna be no judgment for me if I get views because people click on me because they're attracted to the way I look. So be it. We'll do it like that, and then hopefully I find my audience. That's how I'm gonna find my audience, because I'm gonna share the passions that I have for like video games and life just in general. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but yesterday, Holly J. Mitchell, council member for Los Angeles, hosted an event nearby to where I live, at Roosevelt Park, and I went over there, and the theme was trauma prevention, anti-violence, and anti-racism. And there were people there who were doing good things in the community. and I was there. I was part of that. Um, because that's the kind of person I am. I'm someone who's going to be doing good things for the community. And hopefully I do that through this streaming thing and by other means too. Because I'm also a musician and an artist, baby. And we'll see what we can do in entertainment with acting.